Life path number 8 for the life of Brian. Something to do with B, the name B or Lee. Lily or B or tea leaf. But something to do with the name Lee. Okay, Leanne or Libyan. Okay, from Libya. Libya. I'm hearing Olivia. Faith, Olivia or Livia. Okay. Or livid. Someone gets very livid, or where they live is really winding someone up about your living quarters and your living space of around your house, or someone coming to visit you and things like this, but it is around where you live also. Now, these messages, they can relate to you and your partner, you or your partner. I can never really tell. We're just going to have to get out what there is, okay? But something going on around living quarters, okay? I'm also picking up quarters and equations of quavers, food. It will relate to what's come out here. I'm sorry that these are here, but let me just kind of go with it. But something to do with quarters, like dividing things up quarters. Like this is your quarter, this is your share, this is my share. And dividing up assets of money or things at house and home, or even food, okay? Because food is definitely in here. A lot to do with quarters, like this, like a diet is like a plate, okay, and then you have this quarter, this quarter, this quarter, and it has to be this quota. Also, I'm picking up now something to do with like quotas, okay, so like a rota. So some of you might work on a rota, okay. Anyway, sorry if I didn't mention. Sorry, this is for life path number 8, okay, but it is also for a Leo or an Aquarius as well that you can watch this, or your personal or healing year number of 8. So anything in your astrology of 8, you can watch this, see if they relate, because it is a lot to do with your relatives as well here, I think, okay, or your relatives or their relatives, and also to do with Leo or Aquarius. But basically the life path number 8, okay. Anyway, so quotas, so, or rotas, like your rota at work seems to be probably winding you up at this part, right? Because I pick up that there's a lot to do with like this quarter, this quota, this quarter, this quote. So some of you, you're taking in quotes, like, okay, so how much are you going to offer me for my product that I have to sell? Like this quota and this quote and this quote. So some of you could be buying something, right? You could be physically buying it throughout the month of November. Okay, and it's like, look, I'm looking for quotes. So I want that, but how much is that and what's the value in that before I buy it? Okay, and I'm looking for a quote for this, like things being fixed around the house or the home or gadgets and things like this, but looking for quotes. Okay, so whatever that would be, obviously, that you're buying or selling, you're probably looking for quotes. Okay, now some of this is to do with quarters and dividing things up around a plate, also around cooking. But I'll stop channeling and we will go on with the cards here. But that's normally why I don't get them all out, because I'll just sporadically come out with loads of messages, well, like I normally do without cards. But they do represent the same, okay? Long story short of why I cut this off, but I had to, because I was babbling. A bit like, now, shut up, Steve, just get on with it, there's an omen. Okay, so your first card out was, I just can't stand babbling too much, it drives me crazy. So here's babbling. Babylon is fading, but 5 of Swords, cooking something up, dividing something, but someone points out quite a lot of mistakes, I feel, and says, look, you know, it's not you, it is me, I'm sorry, you know, but for some of you, there's this ongoing cycle in your head of thinking that it's you, but it physically is the other person, and this is where I feel some of you are getting triggered, right? That you think, look, it's not me, it is you. Now, this depends if this is a major or minor incident, okay? Because you could have a lot of incidents around your work. If you're working around food, okay, you could have a lot of incidents around the kitchen, like kitchen utensils, or be careful that you don't cut yourself and stuff like this, because this really is in this card, okay? But kitchen utensils and looking at things in the kitchen and cooking something up, some of you physically do work with a lot of food, or it is a lot to do with diet, okay? But what I pick up here is that be careful around like the kitchen and cooking a lot of stuff around sharp utensils. But some here, like someone points out quite a lot of mistakes and says, oh, no, hold on a minute, you're making a mistake. Like, it needs to be perfect. Some of you can be dealing with a Pisces, but like, it needs to be perfect, right? I'm sorry, but it has got to be the right consistency for it to be perfect. So this is a bit, I don't know why I keep picking up on a lot of food, so I'm going to have to go with this. But like a slow cooker, right? Like a slow cooker, and someone's like, bruv, I'm hungry. Like, how long is it going to take? And it's like, no, it's going to be perfect. We're going to have to cook it all day. So unless you do cook all day and you're like, bruv, all I seem to be doing is cooking all day. So I am picking that up though, that someone physically runs like is a chef, or they work in a kitchen, and it's like, bruv, all I seem to be doing all day long is like dealing with clients and dealing with people, and they just come and they go, but they seem to be like always like wagging their finger saying, no, listen, it needs to be cooked better, or no, listen, it's too soft, or it's too hot, or it's too warm, or it's too cold. Listen, bruv, you ain't the Three Bears. So it's like, look, you're not the Three Bears, so sorry, it's either hot, cold, medium, or warm. And it's like, well, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, bosh, Leo. So, sorry, just led into that quite easily, really. I forgot it was there, but it is. Anyway, but again, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, a winter warmer. Some of you are getting a winter warmer, right? Or warning. Some of you could be getting a warning at work, okay? Like telling off at work and saying, look, you're going to get a warning. If you keep doing this over and over again, you're going to get a warning. So I'm telling you what, piss off is right. Is really what I'm hearing, right? It's like, look, I'm warning you. Stop, keep pushing my buttons, and stop, keep winding me up, right? But again, you can watch this as a Leo or an Aquarius, okay? Yeah. But you could be dealing with a life path number 5 as well, because it's the first card out, okay? But again, I really feel like this is a lot to do with food. Now, you're getting warmer, but Steve, you're picking that up. So there is another scenario here for you guys, right? This is happening also around you and your partner if you're with one, right? And if you are with one, then this is what's going on around the family, because obviously the sun. And what I'm picking up here is a mind game around food, which is narcissism. Oh, there you go, Steve. You're out there again with the old guns of the narcissists. Right? But I am. It's because this is going on behind closed doors in families of the sun, right? Around a son, which would be a male for a lot, right? But it doesn't matter. But again, here what I'm picking up is that someone, right, is using food as a tool to feed people, which is also one bullshit, right? But you could be dealing with a Taurus around the family. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, right? But again, someone is plumping someone up, because this can be like someone in the family of like a mother, or someone that's in the family dynamic of like, okay, I need to keep you plump here like this, and use food as a tool to stop you from going and being with your partner. That can be a Leo or any person, or you can be this person as a Leo and you would relate this probably quite well towards your partner, okay? But somebody that uses this as a tool to say, look, I'm going to keep you here at a low vibration, and use food and put it all in front of your eyes to tempt you into it. And these people are like, bruv, I know exactly what's going on. I know what you're up to. Because this is someone that tries to escape things from the kitchen or go towards the kitchen, right? This is like, look, I need to get out of the way. I've got to go into the kitchen, right? So this can be going on behind closed doors with you and your partner of what you witness, okay? This is also where there's this energy of like, you know when you say probably have Thanksgiving or something, right? And you're kind of like, bruv, okay, so I've got my food out, and I've got the butter out, and so on and so forth, and a plate here and a plate there. And then all of a sudden, you like leave it to cook, and then you go into the room or something. And then when you come back, some mother is literally like just turned the oven off. Or like is messing around in the kitchen. You're like, bruv, get out of my kitchen, get out of my way. This, like, why did you just come in here and play mind games on me in order to be out? I mean, if you don't know this is going on with somebody. I guarantee it's either you or your partner or a child in the family, right? I guarantee it. But it's some sort of guarantee as well. Like, I'm going to give you a guarantee. If you're buying anything, you're looking for a guarantee. Like, I need to be guaranteed this, or Gary, the name Gary, or T, the name T, or Tiana, or Tatiana, or T, goatee, someone could have a goatee, or Steve also, right? Steve or Steve. But again, to a like guarantee is what they're saying, right? But what I'm also seeing here is that somebody is kind of like, hold on a minute, bruv. I just come in here into this kitchen, And everything is in front of my eyes, is being very tempted with someone's like, no, let's just put all of these food. Because that's a narcissist as well. If y'all don't know that narcissists use food as a tool as well, they do. I mean, they do. But it's like, look, no, I want to keep you all plump and fat so you don't go anywhere towards, like, you don't leave me, right? So you have got that energy. You're not going to leave me. I'm telling you, honestly, I'm just going to put all of this in, like, bruv, I'm on a diet. And you're like, well, and so, oh man, I ain't going to explain about what narcissists do, but they do that, so it's up to you. But here it is, someone trying to escape to the kitchen to do something in the kitchen, like they're cooking up schemes in the kitchen, right? Physically in a kitchen, right? Cooking things up. I mean, this is also cooking up. It can be music that I do, okay? But it can also be rocking up and cooking up. You could be dealing with a rock. But I did hear him out of Deadpool as well, Ryan Reynolds or Burt Reynolds. Now, I do channel stars. Could have something to do with Aquarius 8. But Burt Reynolds or Ryan Reynolds as well. 11:11 on the clock. So I don't know if these people are indicative with 8, Leo or Aquarius, but there's a good chance that they could be in their chart. But I'm picking up Burt Reynolds or Ryan Reynolds, right? A Rennie. Well, you probably need a Rennie after this because someone could have indigestion, right? Invest. Something to do with investigating, being investigated into someone's kitchen. Or someone knows that it goes on, they're investigating. It's like, oh, I just need to, like, because I look at this bloke here, look, bruv, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I just need to, like, have a look. And it's like, oh, look, get out. Get out. Like, no. It's like, no, bruv, like, I need to have a look and see what you're doing. And he's got his arms folded as if to say, look, what are you doing there? What are you doing about my food? What are you doing messing around all that? Like, I've got prepared all of that. Why have you just took over completely and then literally just, like, took over everything that I'm doing? Oh, no. Let's just bypass your feelings. 12:12 on the clock. 3 and 3. So you got 6, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn or Gemini. This could be a Gemini, right? Or a Capricorn. Or a Pisces somewhere. Okay. So this is sorry if I confuse you, but this is how I break down code and stuff. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Gemini somewhere here in your dynamic, and a Pisces and a Leo, okay, an Aquarian. But again, like this is this dynamic of like, well, what do I do? Some of you are like, it's not you, it is me. I'm sorry. There is an apology also, is what I'm channeling here. It's like, look, I'm sorry, it's not you, it is me. And it's like, well, you know, can you not do that? Can you not make me feel uncomfortable? Because someone here feels uncomfortable, but they're also very warm and giving and loving here. But this is also around family that are also tricking kids and children. I mean, fuck. I mean, that does go on as a natural dynamic. When you look at the aspect of conditioning, elderly people and grown-ups, they are conditioned to do, well, it isn't the fact how old they are. It's just that they're conditioned within their chart to do it. But someone does wind someone up and they try to escape the family quarters to go into the kitchen to, like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you come here? Come here. Anyway, let's get on. But again, you've got here, which is 10 of swords. So you got 5 and 1, which is 6 of swords. So it is a lot to do with family. You might not live with them previously here, or your partner does. Right, but it's definitely to do with the 6 of swords, about trying to move away from people that cause a lot of conflict and drama. You might go to the family's house for tea or for dinner, and you notice this sort of stuff going on where someone likes to take over the kitchen, and you're like, bruv, we just stop, right? But there's that energy, but there is someone that's trying to trick and fool someone in the kitchen around food. There really is. Here, 10 of blades, so the cycle seems to be ongoing because it never ends. Your cycles don't never end. People will say, oh, you're coming to a completion. You're coming to an ending. How does that completion actually feel? Does that ever happen again? But anyway, you're coming up against the completion. But you're going to start it again. This person's going to start again. Well, no, don't worry about that. Let's just start again. Right? The definition of where everybody thinks that we are not in hell. Oh yes, people, we are literally living in hell. Well, pretty much hell on earth. It's not, well, I don't know. It's physically not hell. I'm going to have to do a video about my rendition of it. But we're all held down by a belief of gravity, which is the dark side of the moon, which is what lies beneath, right? Elijah's ghost, there's mum. Let's see. What lies? Someone's lying to you. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't a lion. Oh yeah, it is. That's a lion, all right. Someone's lying to a Leo. Like, he ain't lying. It's like, nah, bruv, he's lying. I'm telling you what, he is lying. So, I don't know what's going on around this Leo. But it's like, nah, he ain't lying. It's like, no, he is a lion. I'm telling you, he is a lion. Or he is a liar. It depends. If you're looking at a Leo man, it's like, well, they're a liar. Some of you are like, liar, liar, pants on fire. I wouldn't believe you even if you spoke it out your backside. Right? You speak out your backside, bruv. You're talking balls. Talking you're talking Taurus. Taurus talking. It's like, listen to Taurus talking. Well, a Taurus is talking. Anyway, life path number 8 for November. Life path number 8 for November 2020. Show me what's going on with life path number 8. So please, sir, can I have some more, Timothy? Timothy or Oliver, but I'm hearing Timothy, Tim, Tiny Tim through the tulips, threw a tantrum. Someone's throwing a tantrum at home. It's like, bro, will you stop it? Because I'm blocking you out. I'm sick to death of all your mind games, your manipulation. You keep telling me this, you keep nat. So I'm blocking you out. I'm trying not to listen to what you've got to say. Someone is also hard of hearing. I've got a new system and I've got... I've had a couple of them. I can't hear it. I don't know if it's you on my phone. Well, I don't know. Get a new hearing aid. Or AD. Or ADD or ADHD. Someone's got ADHD, possible. I don't know. But am I speaking loud enough? So anyway... Why am I doing that? But again, someone's like, listen, did I not speak loud enough the last time? You're like, oh you're all... This is... Man, I'll pick up someone's... somebody is like, they get the blame for everything. Like, this poor person, man, they get the blame for everything. They're like, well... They're like, no, you didn't do that right. It's like, oh, yeah, you ain't got time for me, eh? And you're like, no, bruv, I already told you. You're an illusionist. You're a mind game expert. I'm not Danger Mouse. I'm not Dangerfield. Fife Dangerfield. There you go. Great song. Also the Dragonfly stuff that I was saying about also. Fife Dangerfield was the person that sang in, I don't know. Love you through sparks and shining dragons I do. And this poetry. Anyway, that band. Great bands. But Fife Dangerfield, he could also be around these Aquarian energies of 8 or Leo. But anyway, Danger Mouse. Ooh, my mum's got one of those. It's like, what do you mean your mum's got one of those? Like, yeah, she's got one of those as well. Someone likes to talk about their mum quite a lot. He's like, oh, my mum's got one of those. It's like, yeah, my mum does that as well. Does she? He's like, yeah, bruv, she's always in the kitchen. It's like, every time I try to get in there, my mum's in there. It's like, what's your mother doing in the kitchen? Don't know, someone's mother is cooking up something in the kitchen. It's like, oh, my mum's got one of those. You should have given her the receipt. so someone is looking for the receipt. Take it back. It's like, well, I got all this cooking utensils, but I need to take it back. So you might be looking for a receipt in certain ways. Okay, Reese. I'm also picking up Reese. The name Reese. Reese. Fleece as well. Fleet. Feet. Tiny feet. Fleet. Fleet. Wow. Fleet Van Greta. Is it? One of my favourite bands. Van Greta Fleet. Listen to some of their songs. You could well be. You might be trying to get away from this person to go and see them. You might be asking your parents. Don't do that. But anyway, because I'm picking up, don't you go without me. Like, if you're going, I want to come. You're like, what, really? You got to bring your mum? What are you bringing your mum for? It's like, oh, she wants to come, don't she? It's like, oh, really? What's your mum coming for? It's like, well, I can't get rid of her. So, or your mother-in-law. It's like, your mother-in-law's round. It's like, oh, bruv, why you brought your mother-in-law around for? Men are, you know... But, anyway. So, 4 of coins. I'm trying not to pay attention. I'm trying not to listen to you. Someone gets to blame a hell of a lot, and they're sick to death of it. And that's why you're not going to get through to this person. Right. If you go through this as a dynamic, this is someone that puts up with it as well. He's like, well, I'll put up with it. Well, this is a family member saying, oh, well, I'll put up with them. I'll put them up. But I put up with them. William, also picking up William. William Shakespeare. Oh, Will. It's like, well, I'm just staying here for the will. Yeah, but why do you put up with it? Well, I fucking does my head in. It's like, yeah, well, why do you put up with that? And you're like, well, to be honest, I'm just here for the will. That's it. I'm waiting for this person to cark it, and then when they're gone, I'm free. So some of you are like, bruv, all I'm here for is the will. That's it. So some of you are like, but I'm losing the will to live here. Or Livia, Faith, or Livia. Okay, what else have we got? Someone is tight-fisted, maybe as well. I don't know. Someone's saving money. Someone in the family won't let go of any money. It's like, no, I ain't giving you anything. Sorry, but... It's like, well, listen, it's only a £5. Someone's there like, it's only a £5. Or you might be on the app, £5, whatever it is. I've never been on it. I've got no idea what it is, but £5. But here we call it, in Britain, £5. We call it a £5, right? Someone could get fired. Because there's fire there, and that could be getting fired. It's like, listen, if you keep doing it, you're going to get fired. Or hired. Either way, unless you're hiring and firing the people and you're in charge. But here we call it a £5. It's like, look, it's only a £5. That's all it is. What are you moaning about? Again, could be something to do with my Patron. Bruv, it's like £3.45 to £4. Well, it's dollars, really. I don't know much off the monthlies, but someone did moan about it. The fact that they get Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter to watch them as long as they want, each monthly. And someone moaned. I didn't get all my benefits. How much more benefit do you want than £4 fucking for a whole reading and everything? Sorry, I've just realised that I read some of the I'm leaving Patron, and some people are like, I'll be back, or because of some other reason. But some people like to list like a whole like complaint system of like, oh well, I don't think that there was value for money there for like $3. For Jesus Christ, how much do you want for it? Well, I don't know. But someone blamed someone quite a lot about things. Right? It could have been me just blaming people. But again, it's like, oh no, I'm just going to blame them. Just pass it on to them and blame them. This is hereditary as well, whatever it is. Hereditary. Roundtree. Hereditary. A tree. Again, a tree. A tree. A tree, sir. Tree, sir. Well, trees are green, you know. Trees are green. Tree though. Teresa? Treaty. Look, let's make a pact and a treaty against this person here. Right, you're in on it? Yeah, I'm in on it and all. Right, let's get them. So, I don't know. Let's form a treaty. Because it is. This poor kid here, who, I mean, this could be a grown-ass adult, but this poor person here is kind of like, look, let's form a treaty against this person and let's blame them for everything that's going on in their life. Let's tell them that they're not worthy, or that they, you can't do things for yourself. What are you going to do about money? How are you going to be able to afford this? How can you afford that in life? You can't touch me. So you can't touch. I mean, listen, you're not MC Hammer, but again, you can't touch this. It's like, bruv, you can't touch this. I'm telling you what, stand back. You can't touch this. So someone's like, man, I'm too good for you. Here, I mean, whatever it is, it's always like, yeah, I'm too good for everybody. You know, I don't know. But like, you can't touch me, you can't touch this. Don't know. That's some weirdo. I mean, you know, if you're not in a relationship here, someone's like, you can't even touch me, then I don't know why people have that aspect if you want love. But, well, this can also be a family situation. You know, if you want me to love you, stop fucking blaming me for one. Oh, well, I don't get that. It's like, yeah, well, that's why I don't speak to you. That's why I block you out. That's why I don't listen. Because all you do is all day is like, man. Like, oh, my God, bruv, I can't keep listening to all that. It's driving me crazy. So, I mean, listen, I'm a bit like that with my girlfriend. You know, in a dynamic of like boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife, it's completely different, I suppose. But yeah, me, I ain't going to go into a lot of that, but people do moan generally a lot about things. But I also get here that someone does play a lot of narcissistic, controlling behaviour on a physical child that here is sweet and innocent, doesn't really know much, as if to say, well, I don't know if I can take much more of this. Right? That's why this child here, which can be a grown-ass man or woman, is cut out a lot of their family because their family don't seem to understand well. You know, well, I don't understand you. Why don't you do things the way I do it? Well, it's because I want to be independent. I want to be free to do what I want to do, to be who I want to be. So, do one. And this person's like, oh no, just bypass all of that sort of stuff. We're not bothered about you. We're more bothered about us. So, anyway, that's your reading so far. I will come out of the comedic value. This only goes to tier 2 members, which is the Secret 7 bundle. It is a bonus that goes there. So if you want to watch it, if you are on tier 1, you can upgrade and it just deducts it. I think, I don't know, because I only just add things. I don't run the actual thing. But through the Secret 7 bundle, your 1st to the 15th is already over there. That didn't come out anywhere else. The last part of the month only comes out on there as well. That isn't seen anywhere else. You also get this annual monthly, okay, on the Secret 7 bundle. So again, if you want to reach out for a personal reading or anything like that, you can reach out from the link below in the show more section where everything is. There is also a section over there where I sell my own music that is going towards the new PC, which a lot of you probably know about already, which is selling my music, which is Angel Radio of music production that I already do, and you can buy those over there by joining as well as a monthly fee. I just don't know if it kicks you off. If you join, can you join 2? I don't know. I don't know if you join one, it kicks you off the other. I've got no idea. But the music is over there all the same. There's also a GoFundMe page also if any of you wish to donate towards this new PC and equipment that I really do need. A lot of you already know me and know the situation at hand. So I really do appreciate anything that you guys, even if it is watching, liking and sharing and all that sort of stuff. I really do appreciate it. And let's go over to Patreon. And then we're also going to look into the thoughts and the feelings, well, the life of your other person, really. And then their thoughts, feelings, and what's going on with your partner or the other person or the people involved. But I try to give you those messages as well. Okay? So we're going to go on the other side. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you soon.